Hello! Today I'm going to show you how to make this look, which is, yeah, basically supposed to be sort of a summer smoky eye look. So it's not really a smoky eye, but more like, you know, like dark between the eyelashes. Yeah, between the eyelashes and above the eyelashes, and just fades to a, you know, regular eye look basically. So yeah, basically it's really easy, and also I made sure to use only budget products this time because, you know, I just felt like doing it. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, so for the base I didn't feel like using a foundation because, well, it's not that time of the month, so I didn't really feel like I needed a real foundation with a lot of coverage. So instead I used the Essence BB cream, or CC cream, sorry, in the shade Natural, which is, I don't know how it is in other countries, but here in the Netherlands Natural is the only shade they have. But yeah, it's basically one of my favorites in summer because during summer it's usually like the perfect color for me. And yeah, it's cheap, it works well. So yeah, what's there not to like? Then I use the Catrice Camouflage cream as usual in the shade Ivory. And what I always do is apply it underneath my eyes, of course. But I also drag it up like into the inner corner a little bit, just to highlight it there a bit, and so it just blends nicely. It's not like, it doesn't just randomly stop being concealed, I guess. Yeah, it just blends nicely and it highlights it already a bit. So yeah. Then of course I moved on to powder. I used the Catrice Prime and Fine mattifying powder, waterproof, in the color Translucent. Personally I think it is a bit of a pale shade. It's not completely like see-through, translucent, invisible. But I do really like it. Yeah, I always start around my eyes because that's the place that creases the first. And on top of my, like on my eyelid, on top of my eyes though, on my eyelid, I always apply enough that if I like move my finger over my eyelid, it just feels completely smooth and not oily at all anymore. Just because I learned at makeup school that if you do it like that, you don't need to use a primer on your eyes. It's just, you know, the eyeshadow will stay in place anyway, and it really works. So yeah, that's what I always do these days. Then I actually forgot to use bronzer for a second, so I started out with blush. I used the Catrice Illuminating blush in Coral Me Maybe. Which is a coral blush, of course. And yeah, basically I just use that to yeah, make my cheeks more colored. Yeah, I really like it. You can't really see shimmers or anything, like the stuff itself is shimmery, but you don't really see a lot of shimmers on the cheeks. However, it does look like not matte, it looks, you know, illuminated, I guess. So yeah, I like it. Then I remembered to do bronzer, well, shaping actually. For which I used the Big Bold bronzing powder by Noir color. The name is faded off the front, but oh well. And I used a stippling brush for that, just because it looks more like subtle and less, well, it looks defined but not too defined, I guess. I wanted to go for like a casual summer look, and well, casual chic summer look type of thing, so I didn't want it to be too defined. I just wanted to be sort of natural still. So that's why I chose to use a stippling brush for that. And then lastly I used a eyeshadow by Etos, which is a Dutch drugstore, a gold one. The eyeshadow I mean. And I used that as a highlighter on my cheekbones. And yeah, basically that's just really nice gold eyeshadow. On the eyes it's not very obviously there. But on the cheeks it's really pretty as a highlighter, so that's what I usually use it for. So yeah, that was the entire base. So let's move on to the eyes. Okay, my camera just refused to focus, but now it's working again. Okay. In any case, yeah, for this look, for at least for the eye look, I'm going to use two different palettes. The CBIcolorbox palette that I bought at Born Pretty store, and the Catrice Absolute Matte palette, because I also wanted some matte colors. But I'm going to start out with this one. Basically, as you can see, it's just, well, sort of smoky, but sort of natural-ish, which is why I just call it a summer smoky eye. Because during summer I usually prefer to just, I just threw all my makeup brushes in front of me, so now it's to look for the right brush. In any case, to just have a sort of like natural-ish look going on, and yeah, not to have it too dark. In any case, yeah, it's a really nice palette, this one. It was really cheap, but it has really nice shimmery colors. And I'm just going to wipe up the brush first, and then use this gold color on sort of the center of the moving eyelid. Not sure if it's very visible on camera, but it's a really nice gold shade. And then when that's on there, I'm moving on to this really sort of shimmery nude color, and I'm putting that in the inner corner. And just making sure to blend it really well with the gold. And then lastly, I'm using the darker gold color on the outer corner. And at this part I'm being really careful not to put it like too far to the side, just really keep it onto the eyelid. And just if it's necessary you can always just add some more of the first gold color. And well, that's basically the first part of the entire tutorial. Then it's time to move on to the crease, for which I'm going to use this angled brush first. And this matte brown color from the Born Pretty Store palette. Well, the CBIcolorbox palette. And it is a really nice matte shade on its own. However, for a more defined crease, I guess I prefer to just really blend this nicely, because when it's blended it's a lot less visible than when it's just applied in one spot. So I prefer to really blend this and then apply another color just really in the center of the crease to darken that up a bit. So yeah, now I'm going to move on to the Absolute Matte palette by Catrice, and I should really be more tidy with my brushes. In any case, this one by Etos. And just putting a dark brown color in the deepest part of the crease. And again, just make sure that it's really well blended. And then to just blend it like completely, I'm going to move on to a fluffy blending brush. This one is by Sigma. And just blend it and blend it and blend it and blend it until it looks blended. Especially with like looks like this, I always just really want everything to look smooth and yeah, not that there's any harsh lines or anything. Okay. Well, while I'm holding this palette anyways, I'm going to use the first brush again, and combine the nude shade and the white shade to highlight underneath my eyebrows. I find the nude shade a little bit too dark and the white shade a little bit too, well, white. But combined they're really nice. Yeah, then I'm going to move on to the smoky part, sort of smoky, with this short little brush by Etos. And I'm going to start out with the sort of grayish shade and just put it above the eyelashes. Try not to get any fallout. And I'm just blending it upwards to sort of making a triangle from this spot to this spot and this spot. Just so that when my eyes are open there's really like a bunch of darkness there. And basically this is all just a matter of blending. And I'm also blending it into the, well, not really to the inner corner, but at least a little bit to the front. And once it's on there, I'm going to move on to the black shade. And just do the exact same thing, but keeping it a little bit more closer to the eyelashes. And as usual, I'm trying to make sure it's not really a wing, but just sort of a shadow of a wing. Okay, and once it's on there, I'm going to move on to this angled brush here, also by Etos, and the same black shade still. And just sort of put an eyeliner on it. Doesn't really have to be a very visible eyeliner, I just want it to be really the darkest right above the eyelashes. And this shade I'm also going to put all the way in the inner corner. Doesn't have to be completely black or anything, just so there's also shadow there. And that's it for the upper part of the eye. Then for the lower part of the eye, well, underneath the eye, I'm going to use the short brush again and the black shade, and I'm just going to keep that simple. And put the black shade in the outer corner. And just blend it inwards. Not too much, just so it is dark. I mean, I'm still trying to keep it a summer look, so don't want it to be too dark. And then I'm just blending the outer corners so that it really connects to each other. Okay. And yeah, that looks about even. So then I'm just going to move on to the last shade with this longer brush, and I'm going to use the paler shade in this palette to highlight this inner corner here. And I'm also applying it a little bit on top of there. And then that's it for the eyeshadow. Then I'm moving on to pencil liner. I'm just putting a white pencil liner. This one is by J.Cat Skinny Long Eye Pencil in Ice White. And I'm just putting it on the waterline just to open up the eyes a bit more. If I do something like this in autumn, I probably use black eyeliner, but for summer I just prefer to keep it a little bit paler. Then it's time for mascara. I'm using the Sexy Pulp mascara by Yves Rocher, which is basically my go-to mascara when I just want a sort of natural-ish, well, pretty eyelashes, but still natural looking in the sense of that they're not, like, they don't cling together, they're not clumpy, they're just, you know, like real natural eyelashes, but then with a coat of mascara on them to make them, oops, darker, and I just drag my hair through it. Oops, I'll fix it later. And I'm also putting that on my lower lashes. And a little bit more onto this side. For some reason mascara never looks the same on both eyes with me. Never. In any case, once that's on there, I'm just going to wait for this to dry, and then I'll just use a Q-tip to remove it. But in the meantime, I'm going to do my eyebrows, which I'm going to use the Essence Hello Autumn set for as usual. I did recently dye my eyebrows again, so where the hell did I put a brush? There. In any case, I'm just going to use the darkest color and fill in the end of it, and then just sort of blend a little bit more to the outer part, because I have less eyebrow hairs there, so yeah. Okay, that's it. Then I'm just going to use this brush to comb through them. And just push them in place. And yeah, that's basically it for the... Okay, that's basically it for the eyebrows. And yeah, that's basically it for the entire eye look. So this is the finished look. What I put on my lips is the Essence XXXL Long Lasting Lip Gloss in, I think it was Coral Delight, but the name is faded off, so I really have no idea. Either way, it looks like this. It's really nice coral shade with little shimmers in it, little gold shimmers in it. Personally, if I wear this to like a party or something, I'd probably go for a brightly colored lipstick or even a dark red lipstick. But for just a casual day, I prefer to use a lip gloss because it's more casual, to me at least. So yeah, basically, I hope you enjoyed watching this look, watching this tutorial. So thank you very much for watching and see you next time. Bye! Nou, dat was dan het filmpje van vandaag. Ik hoop dat jullie het leuk vonden om te kijken. Het is weer wat anders dan een ooglook. Deze keer was het een liplook. Ik denk dat ik wel voornamelijk ooglook blijf doen, want